You too, what's good, everybody? How y'all feeling today? I'm feeling amazing. Hey, though, I just want to say this. When I was going to bed yesterday night, it was a thought came in my head because I know a lot of people be complaining about, oh man, I ain't got enough money, or I ain't got this and that, that and that. And then I just thought about it, because like I said, everybody, especially if you're a child growing up, you know, so you caught on to a habit, you know, where you just be wasting your energy, you know. Um, just wasting your energy. They go for men's and the females, you know. But eventually you'll like snap out of it. You just grow out of it. And I just want to say this: use your sexual energy for something better than just pleasure. Now, like I said, men's and the females, you know, like I said, we all done been through it. We all done waste our energy for no reason, you know. Like, you know what I'm saying? When we were young, because we ain't know no better. You know, some people still do it now though, but you know, hey, there's no judgment. You know, I'm just here to, you know, you know, to help you out. Now, first thing we're gonna get into the chakra. It's a it's below your navel, below your belly button. All right, it called sacral chakra. Go look that up. I'm gonna put it on the screen for you. Sacral chakra. All right. Now type that in. Now you gonna like do your research now. Just to show y'all they ain't lying. So it basically the sacral chakra. I can't get it out. The sacral chakra is basically your sexual energy, your creativity. You know, and a lot of people, like I said, men and females. I'm talking for both. They use that. They just use their energy. Once they feel like, you know what I'm saying, sexual active, they just use that for pleasure instead of using that towards your goals or an ideal or a new project, something, whatever, you know, to get rich. You know, like I said, school don't teach you this, church don't teach you this, your parents don't teach you this, and none of that. And you know, as I, you know, evolved on this earth more and more and more, I did my research. I started to become very aware, and I started to like sit back and just think like nobody never taught that using your sexual energy to go create you a bigger bag. I was doing that. I was creating me a bigger bag. This when I was young. I'm talking about young, like this when I was young. But it was like, you know, like around 13, you know what I'm saying, 12, stuff like that. But when I was like I say, everybody did it. You can't shame it. Everybody did it. Everybody scared to tell the truth, but everybody waste their energy for no reason. You know, especially me and who just wasting our. But you know, we was young, we ain't know no better. But now, we, like I said, we know better. So I just want to say this. This goes for the men and the females. Like I said, instead of you wasting your energy for pleasure, you could actually use that to get you a bigger bag, to make you more money, to get rich. So anytime you feel sexual energy, do breath work. Fire your breathing. You have it called breathing box. 4 seconds. A breathing box. Whether you know what I'm saying, you inhale for 4 seconds, you hold it for 4 seconds, then you exhale for 4 seconds, then you hold it again for 4 seconds, and then you repeat the process over and over. All right. But why am I like the devil trying to stop me from talking? But do breath work, and you can move that sexual energy. You move it up. You know, not saying you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, if you got a girl, whatever, you know what I'm saying, or it's the opposite. If a female, you know what I'm saying, got a male or whatever. I mean, nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, using your sexuality. You know what I'm saying. Ain't nothing wrong with, nothing wrong with that, But it just when you wanna create something, or just you just want more money, or you just want to be rich, whatever, you could use that to help you get rich. Like, you could transfer that. It's nothing but energy. You could transfer the energy on up. So how you do that? Breath work. Like I said, 4 seconds of box breathing. You could do you could do just deep inhale, then exhale. Like I said, you could do fire breath, where you just use your stomach, just you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Don't use your chest, but use your stomach. Breathe through your nose, breathe through your nose. Use your nostril. Like I said, look that up too. You use box breathing. Search up box breathing. Search up fire breath. It'll show you those things. And you could transfer the energy on up to create your idea, to get your bigger bag. Start your goal that you probably always wanted to do. So instead of you just wasting the energy for, just for pleasure. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with doing that. Like I said, male if you got a female, or a female if you got a male. There's nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying, getting it on. But sometimes we just, we wasn't taught to use that in another form. We were just taught to use that just for that, not to create, to, you know what I'm saying, to get rich. And like I said, I was doing that. I was using my energy to, like I said, make these videos, to do something that I love doing. I'm a YouTuber, full-time YouTuber, and I love YouTube. I really love YouTube. You know what I'm saying? This is my passion. It's basically my fulfillment. So like I said, you know what I'm saying, instead of using it to, you know what I'm saying, to get it off, or get a female or whatever, I was just like, there's no point in me trying to get a female, trying to, you know what I'm saying, they're trying to get it off because I feel sexual active or whatever. I was telling myself that, man, use this to make these videos, man, to create. So that's what I was doing. I'm telling y'all the truth now. Like I said, nobody taught me this. I had to research, had to just learn on my own. But I was very aware of the information that was coming into my subconscious mind, conscious mind, whatever. No, to my conscious mind, to my subconscious mind. I was very aware, and I took heed in that. Like, I actually okay, cool, let me search this, or let me know what it is. Now I got a better understanding what the sacral chakra is and how to use it now. A lot of people, they just waste it. Instead of, when you feeling like that, do breath work. Or you can just use that energy towards your goals. You can work out. You can, like I said, you use that towards your goals. Or anything. Then you might go, you know what I'm saying, handle your business. But all I'm saying, man, is just use your energy towards your goals. Use it in the right way. Don't just wake up and try to, you know what I'm saying, just off the rip, you just wake up just automatic, like, nah. Because now when it's time to do that idea or to create or to try to figure a way how you can get rich or get a bigger bag, you know what I'm saying, bring in more wealth, hey, you ain't got no idea because you wasting it for no reason. And anytime you feel like that, man, do breath work, exercise, meditate. Use that in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring the energy up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bring it up. And then after you done created something or did something, like I said, hey, later on, you can do you. But like I said, I'm here to, you know what I'm saying, to help you. I ain't here to judge. But like I said, hell, I can't make you start wasting your, you know what I'm saying, your energy. Only you can. So just remember this though, man. Anytime you feel sexual active, do breath work, exercise, meditate, do something else. Use the energy towards your goals, your new project, or whatever. And then you'll see what I'm saying. Like, your sacral chakra, your sexual energy is your wealth. So you wake up early, I'm talking about early in the morning, you know, grand rising. You wake up there early, man, and you just feeling sexual active, man. I already go back to bed here. But if you get up, man, exercise, meditate, breath work, journal, whatever, write your goals down, whatever, and then, boom. You know what I'm saying? Do your goals or do whatever, you know what I'm saying, you want to do. And then after that, here, you can wait, like I said, it's on you. So, but I'm just saying though, man, I wasn't taught to use sexual active energy to get wealth. Even though I was doing it, but I didn't know nothing about it. Now that I learned it, studied, and I just did research on it, and I'm like, okay, now I got a better understanding of it. And I'm not gonna help somebody out there that was just probably sexual active and just use it for pleasure. Now that they could use their sexual energy to get them richer, you know what I'm saying, bring in more wealth. So remember that, man. I ain't gonna try to make the video too long though, man. But I just want to get that out there, man, to explain it. Like I said, man, I know this video gonna help somebody. Millions and females. So like I said, you ain't gotta just use a sexual, you know what I'm saying, use a sexual energy just for pleasure. Use it to bring in more wealth. Use it for ideas, creativity. Man, you use it towards your goals. Or you want to gain some muscle, man, use it towards your muscle. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, go for anybody, females or males. You know? Like I said, you know you need the energy to go to the gym or work out, whatever. Then you know you need the energy to create a new idea, new project. So like I said, use that when you feeling like that, use that towards that. And like I said, after you use that, complete your goal, complete your task, hey, feel free to do what you want to do. You know? But I'd rather you just, you know what I'm saying, hold it. You know what I'm saying, hold it while you, the next day you create another idea, the next day you create another idea, or the next day you go to the gym or whatever. You know. But you know, like I say, I can't control. I can only just help inspire. That's just that. I can't force you to hold in your semen. But only you could try to hold it in. You know, I'm just showing y'all a better way how to do it, so y'all won't be out there just wasting it. But you know, that's it, man. Like I said, man, I love y'all. We're on the road to 100K, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Man, yeah, I love y'all. I'm out. Thank y'all for that 3,000 sub too.